Bye.
Hey guys, what's going on? Just another day on the best bike in the world. Wanted to talk real quick about shifting. I had a question on when is the perfect time to shift. Now, I got this question back when I had my Suzuki. And back then I would have told you that it really depends on what you're trying to do. If you are, which still kind of applies now, but back then, if you were to be in the streets, you would shift at low RPMs. And if you were getting onto the freeway, you would shift at high RPMs. But on this bike, since the gearing ratio is a lot different, I can't remember which one of these I'm supposed to turn down for gas. Damn it. Since the gearing is so different, in the streets I really don't shift out of first gear. So if I get into third and fourth, the RPMs actually kind of just go down to idling speed, and it starts doing this. Now, of course, I do this anyway in first gear just because I am still a total noob on this bike, but whatever. Go ahead, judge me. It's too late because I'm judging myself. So yeah, in the streets, generally stay in lower gears. Like I would never ever hit, you know, 6th gear or whatever in this bike in the streets. And also just because, I mean, 2nd gear at 4,000 RPM is already 40 miles an hour. On the Suzuki, I'd be in like 3rd or 4th. So, I mean, that really kind of goes to show you how the gearing's different. In a little bit, when I get on the freeway, you'll be able to tell the difference. Of course, you know, I still stay in a gear for quite a while before I shift, but that's kind of personal preference. You can get to the same speed whether you shift quickly or shift slowly. Although one thing I've never really understood was why like dirt bikes will shift so quickly. Like I'll hear them and it's, I don't know, it's crazy. It's another thing, oh my god. It's another thing that I noticed when I first bought this bike, when I was trying to obey the residential speed laws, like going 25 miles an hour. It's damn near impossible on this bike. Like, generally, I mean, if it's like a enclosed residential area, I'll do my best, but generally I'm going at least 40 miles an hour, which is terrible. And if there are any police watching this, I'm sorry. And that's kind of the going back to the lane splitting and cornering and all that. I'm still not used to the gearing in this bike, just because I'm used to shifting so frequently. And if I do that on here, the RPMs drop down really, really far. Alright. Here we go. And go. I'm sure you can kind of tell that the shifting is a little further apart. shifting around 6,000 RPM. Whereas in the street, I don't know what I was shifting. I wasn't paying attention. It's probably around somewhere between 4 and 5 though. That's basically, there is no right answer of when is the perfect time to shift. There's no absolute answer anyhow. But it really kind of just depends on what you're trying to do. Speaking about things I'm not used to with this bike, it's also the exhaust. Like right now it sounds like the RPMs are like super high, and they're not. I'm at just over 5, which is kind of what psychs me out when I'm lane splitting. Especially when I slow down, the wind noise comes down and I can really hear the bike, and it just kind of throws me off, makes me shift, and then I end up doing the accelerating and decelerating game, and then all the other bikers that are trying to lane split hate me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. I've only had the bike for 9 days. But, of course, they can't hear me because I'm wearing a helmet, and they are too. We're out on the freeway. So, that's a thing. On another note, I was thinking about this when I was supposed to be paying attention in class. My current planned upload schedule is Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now, I have the opportunity to make 2 videos a day on those days. So, here's where I need your input. Would you guys rather see 2 videos on each of those days? 1 video on each of those days, and I'll just keep backup videos, or 1 super long video on each of those days. So go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys want, and yeah, ask and you shall receive. Unless it's something I can't do. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. And remember, respect your bike, ride safe, keep the rubber side down. Oh, this bike is so thirsty. At least it's only like $10 to fill up. I'm sure that's not what that guy wanted to hear about his car. Yes, sir, your car is quite pretty. I love the sparkly.